In a time where there are too many streaming services to watch your favorite anime shows and movies, there are two important sites that help you enjoy them. And no, it is not that Kiss Whatever site. Those are Netflix and Crunchyroll. Netflix being a corporation that has movies and series from every corner of this planet, and on the other side you have Crunchyroll, which only offers you anime and Ruby, and nothing more. Sorry, I forgot, the original productions like this one, so when you get to analyze what will be the best site to pay and watch anime, it will be Crunchyroll, right? So I go to my Netflix account and I see all the Ghibli movies and the brand new Violet Evergarden movie there. That makes me question, what anime movies does Crunchyroll have? Oh. So you're telling me that the non-anime streaming site offers you this, but the anime streaming site offers you this? We're here for a ride. Today's video I'll be talking about a movie, and because many shows are getting postponed, I can consider this the worst anime of 2020, and one of the most laughable Kickstarter campaigns I have ever read. Welcome YouTube users to the Island of Giant Insects. The Island of Giant Insects is a manga released in 2014 and ended in 2019, but it has a continuation called Die, The Island of Giant Insects, that was also released in 2019, and it was written by Yasutaka Fujimi and drawn by Red Eyes and Shu Hirose, which they call quote-unquote a fresh take on the survival horror plus erotic and grotesque genre, and they are right with the part of being erotic. But calling it grotesque, I'm not sure if they were trying to say it in a good way or a bad way, although seeing Higurashi no Nakokoro ni when I was 14 years old hits you different with what you can consider grotesque. The Island of Giant Insects is a production made by Studio Passione, which I don't share any passion to their shows like their name says, with productions like Citrus, High School DxD Hero, and the big controversial show that was Interspecies Reviewers. As I said, we are here for a ride. But surprisingly, this is not the first adaptation of the Island of Giant Insects. They released an OVA pilot a year prior which only lasts 22 minutes, which is really bad. But I prefer going for the big cow, which is the movie version. And let me tell you this, YouTube friends, it is disgusting! I think I'm going to throw up for watching and editing this footage again. This movie begins showing our cast in an airport going to a trip to a different location. It doesn't say what place they are going, and we get a foreshadowing of what this movie is going to be about, with one of the ugly CGI scenes I have watched in recent times, and a big busted woman saying to this pink-haired girl that she's a walk-in fan service, and those words are really correct. So after a boring intro sequence with music that seems to be taken from the YouTube music gallery, we see our protagonist on a beach stranded, and somehow all of the people related to this trip survive, except the pilot driving this plane, and then we get a glance at the amazing animation brought you by Studio Passione, which is this. Let me tell you a number of things I had going on in my brain. I was overwhelmed, I was perplexed, and I had my mouth open with the video in pause thinking what was in the mind of the people to say this is okay. Trinites had horrible CG and weird decisions, but holy crap, Passione must be proud to surpass the combination of Studio 7 and Gonzo.
It is evolving, just backwards.
This proves that if your small 3D model looks at least passable, but if you make it bigger and it is combined with 2D models, the results are nauseating. One of the things that I want to ask, and this question is going to most of you that are watching this video, and is, how can you let your Crunchyroll money be used to bring you a movie like this one, and not an acclaimed movie like any production from Ghibli, Mamoru Hosoda, or even a Kyoto animation movie like the Violet Evergarden movie or a Silent Voice, and Netflix seems to care and license some quality movies like the ones I just mentioned, although some of their original anime are not the best, but you can find some quality content there that is respectable. The story of this low-level B-movie production continues with some of these characters wanting to eat everything they find without thinking about survival in an unlocated island and without any way of communication, which raises another question. If this story is taking place in a setting where there is advanced technology as GPS maps on smartphones, how can you tell me that this island with giant insects is not located at all? Even the small Pacific islands and atolls are easy to find on your phone. I overthink and rant a lot of stuff, but these decisions done by the production company are incredible, and again, I hate how you could just slap the word anime on the front cover of any production and Crunchyroll will promote it as something you should be proud to have watched. I guess I won't have a Crunchyroll sponsor in the future for these comments. Focusing on this movie only, a big mosquito sucks one of the girls' butt and captures another girl, and the rest of the class follows it to its nest, where they find more people dead and being used as food for their larvae. One of the main protagonists, who is our Bindi Irwin in entomology, knows how to survive in these situations because we are shown that during low-budget Bindi Irwin's childhood, she started to love insects and understand them because a random woman took an insect out of her arm when she bought an ice cream at a grocery store. And yes, this is the only character development we have in this idiotic movie. So they rescue one of the fanservice characters from the nest of the giant mosquito and they find a map which... Wait a minute. That's Easter Island! Are you serious? It really is Easter Island! It even has Volcano Terevaca at the same location. For an unknown island that does not appear on GPS, I believe they should have done some imaginative island map design, but the question rises, what the hell happened to Easter Island for having giant insects instead of giant rockheads? Did Chile use Easter Island as a laboratory for biologic mutation and that's how the island of giant insects was born? We will never know the answers to these questions. Continuing after they survive the giant mosquitoes, they pass through a forest filled with ticks and they let this unimportant character die until we reach the erotic part of this Aerogirl movie, and we get nudes. A lot of nudes. They show what the big breast girl said to pink her girl that she is a walking fanservice, by having a Yuri scene, the girl that was captured by a mosquito being cleaned by low tier Bindi, and the big breasted girl sucking up this useless male character, and they find a building with food and energy. Later, this piece of junk decides to copy the anime parasite and useless male character number 2 gets infected by a parasite and decides to die because an insect controls him and gets killed by a flying ant. Later, Big Breast Girl and unimportant male character 1 become evil, I guess, and they decide to let Bindi and her gang be killed, for some reason. So the plan is to let everyone die and continue living in this island, or did I miss something in this moronic plan? Even for stupid B-movie standards, this movie is dreadful to watch. There's not even one factor in which you can say it is bad that is good because it tries to be edgy with the half-assed claim of being erotic and grotesque at the same time. What happens next is that the girl that was captured by the giant mosquito wakes up and unimportant male character 3 decides to attack male character 1 and Big Breast Girl and stop their evil doing, and he saves Bindi and her gang. And you want to know what was the boiling point of this mess? They decided to add the 2-minute filler of Bindi walking for no stupid reason with a low-class Guilty Gear song. I'm just going to make the scene better by adding real Guilty Gear music to compensate this trashy scene. After fixing this scene with better music, what this movie decides to do is to finally end its runtime, and it ends with the following. Low-tier Bindi Irwin makes a plan to incinerate the flying ant by making the light tower bulbs have more voltage, and when the flying ant hits the tower, it will burn. So she becomes the bait, and the plan succeeds, and the movie ends. Yeah, no resolution or anything. These guys are trapped on Easter Island forever. But then the movie doesn't end there, because it decides to throw a Marvel post-credit scene and hinting that the sequel, Die, the Island of Giant Insects, will be produced. Are you out of your mind? Please just no. Just no! I have done 19 episodes of this series of the worst anime, and I'm shocked by this one. Are there words in the English dictionary that could help me spit what my head tries to convey with this so-called Aerogirl masterpiece? First of all, what the fuck? Yes, what the fuck was Crunchyroll thinking if this is a good anime to license? Honestly, I am thankful that I have never given my money to the company. As I said, they just love to paste the word anime in whatever production they like to license. They even have the audacity to promote it in their YouTube channel as something spectacular. Crunchyroll, please, get better licenses. Second, what was in the mind of the production with this CGI? These insects are grotesque, but because of the awfulness of their animation. The worst part is that they didn't even try to make it so bad that it's good. The characters are dead serious thinking that they are living in the time and space of these creatures, but I must admit, they nailed their grotesque looks with that stupid rendering. And for last, it is obvious that the budget went to do the erotic parts when they were taking a shower. If it is behind the team that brought you the so-called number 2 anime of my anime list of all time, you know that they take your balls to watch it just for that. Passion is passion, specialist in that part of animation and nothing more. But we don't end the review here. There was a funding campaign to bring this to North America with an English dub, and the goal was $80,000. Let's read some of this laughable campaign. Let's take this Japanese cult hit insect survival horror anime to a whole new level. First of all, I am so dumbfounded by the two statements written here. Since when this was a cult hit? Heck, even Mars of Destruction has a more cult hit than this absurd movie. And to a whole new level? Is there a whole new level besides mediocrity and horrendous work? Now let's read what are they going to give you if you donate to this trash can bin. Rank 1, 500 yen. In appreciation of your warm-hearted contribution, we, the project team, will send you a thank you letter, PDF, and a campaign-exclusive smartphone wallpaper featuring the giant insects in the movie. Wow, for that thing I will simply write, thanks for the money you sent to us, and here is some random picture of the movie. You could go to Google and grab a picture of the movie and add it to your phone for free. Rank 2, 1000 yen. Love the beautiful and sexy female characters in the Island of Giant Insects? Then you will love to have this campaign-exclusive set of smartphone and desktop wallpapers, individually featuring 3 heroines. So besides the awful letter and crappy photo for your damn smartphone, now you get a photo for your PC. You have to be joking to give $10 for something so simple as that is easily found on the internet and even maybe drawn better by other artists. This is a ripoff! Sorry all the backers that gave into this, but it's their money, so what can I say? Rank 3, 5000 yen. We will add an original soundtrack album including 20 plus songs actually used in the movie. It will be available as MP3 download. We will also have your name appear in the closing credits, English dub final edition for everyone to see. Not even a physical CD for the soundtrack of this movie, and thinking about it, what soundtrack? I don't remember any melodies from this movie besides the track I replaced with. Rank 4, 20,000 yen. This is it, the ultimate fan package. We will offer you the English dub final edition Blu-ray disc with maximum video quality and 5.1 surround sound, region code free. In addition, a campaign exclusive design t-shirt, Japan premiere limited promotional items, blah 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 blah. So for you to get physical stuff, you must give almost $200 to this crappy campaign, and finally they could print some t-shirts, a Blu-ray with content in it, and posters. I guess they are so poor that they can't print posters. I can easily go to a convention and find posters that cost me $1 each. All the posters I own, I believe, cost less than $200 combined, even if you add a Blu-ray and a t-shirt into this. This is a freaking scam! Rank 5, 48,000 yen. We will actually create new scenes with extras, have you record your scream, and actually use it in the movie. You and your boys will be part of this movie forever. Of course, we will offer everything listened up to this point, plus color-illustrated signature boards signed by both Shu Hirose and Yasutaka Fujimi, the original creators of The Island of Giant Insects, and top of it, one of the kind original hand-drawn keyframes used in the anime production. Ah! There, you can use my screen for this crap easily. There's no need to pay over $400 for an unprofessional screen. And now you can give physical drawings? Holy shit, man, at least give them manga for free or something that is worth than one of the kind original keyframe. This whole campaign is fraudulent and should be investigated at this point. But let's keep reading because there's more. Rank 6. 200,000 yen. For rank 6, it won't be just your boys, it will be you in the movie! We will have you send pictures of yourself, actually create a character based on your visuals, and have you in the movie's additional scenes. This has to be a joke. I prefer giving my money to KyoAni after the tragedy that happened to them than appear on an idiotic movie that only few know the existence of it. Rank 7, 400,000 yen. And finally, limited to only one person and for good reason, we will offer you the chance to be the voice actor of the character Akira. But the question is, can you handle it? Watch the video above to see what we mean, wink wink. Voice recording will be done remotely, but don't worry, you will have professional guidance from the production staff. We are absolutely sure that this will be an experience of a lifetime, and your accomplishment will live on forever with this movie. Experience of a lifetime. This video shows shut up. You want to know who is Akira? Akira is the guy that tries to copy the anime Parasite and that got eaten by the flying ant. Why would you do that? Doesn't the rank 5 already state that you are making the voice of a screaming character when this other guy named Akira also does the same? You have to be demented to give almost $4,000 for something so brainless like this. And also, what if it is a girl that wants to give you that? Will she be able to voice Akira? I don't know, just asking the important questions here. After reading all these crappy awards, I just go to a single conclusion. This is not a campaign. This is e-begging at its finest. How is it possible that a committee needs $80,000 to produce a dub? Is it going to be an English dub made in Japan? Was the money going to be given to Crunchyroll to dub it? How the hell was this English dub going to work? Is beyond my understanding of my brain. The Island of Giant Insects truly deserves to be called the worst anime of 2020 and one of the worst Kickstarter, e-beggings in the history of crowdfunding projects. The word that I can encapsulate all this production is fail. It is a big fail from head to toe, with crappy OVA transforming into a full-length movie with shitty rewards that don't deserve a penny, and with producers that are literally stealing your money for an incomplete and messed up campaign. Good thing this project failed in that regard, and I hope those backers got their money back, because even when I didn't donate a single cent, I feel insulted for reading all these rewards that they were going to give. This is not even a bad joke or a disaster. It is an aberrant production that tries to be the next big hit with 2 crappy anime adaptations, promoting it like it is something worth your time, and thinking they could milk this in other forms of entertainment, because even after making 2 anime productions, they still think they could cash in with a live action movie. But I hope it failed too, and the people behind this franchise could just leave it in the dust and never be brought up again. It's not worth the time. So that's everything for today, my fellow YouTube users. Thanks for watching the video. Sorry I have been absent for almost 3 months, but the online classes drain my time. I want to thank everyone that subscribed during that time, and I hope I could keep uploading more content, although this is not a promise. If you're new, you can like and subscribe to support me in this suffering, in which I hope you find entertaining. This is Ike. Take care in this tough situation we're going through, and I hope to see you soon next time. Goodbye, people.